Hi, I'm Leslie Linka Glatter. I'm the director of this episode.
And I'm Jan Ray Jones. I play Betty Bloody Draper.
Every time I see this credit sequence, something happens in my heart.
I know. The music and just everything about it is beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And I never get tired of watching it. This particular episode, for me, is the one that just hurt my heart because it's so much about the women.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I'm sitting here with you. Do you remember this day?
I remember the close-ups we shot. I don't know if I should give it away, but it was on an electronic horse.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
This was about 4,000 degrees that day. And
all the scenes in Pasadena in the summertime, not comfortable. Luckily, I was supposed to be sweating.
Yes, that's at least the good news. But yeah, because we were out there with a second unit, and we only had so much control of where we could put the camera and get close to your face.
Well, the ring was very small, and the horse was supposed to be going very fast, so it was kind of dangerous.
I love this moment here of having that exhaustion and release,
I don't know.
and then back in the house.
Is it still Saturday?
I need you to fix the outlet in the dining room.
I thought you were going to call an electrician.
All you need to do is unscrew the fuse and replace the plug down.
Sounds like you could do it.
I mean, this is very passive-aggressive. She's picking fights. She's taking out her anger on the horse. She's just not a confrontational person, and I don't think she knows how to go about it.
And talking about why he hasn't fixed the electrical outlet versus talking about what's really going on,
You got a week before this party, and it doesn't have to be a big deal.
says everything about the nature of their relationship at this point.
I'd appreciate it if you take care of the things on the list.
Bertie,
And this is so much safer to have this conversation than deal with anything else. Because he just thinks it's about the party rather than about...
Hello. Perfect timing. Ma just left.
Now, this was the first time I had worked with Peggy's sister, and she's just extraordinary.
Back throwing rocks at my lawn.
Yeah, she's great.
How is he? I don't know. I told you about the chiropractor.
They're not doctors.
Did I tell you he cried?
And the fact that she thinks her own husband is faking it,
Stop it. Jerry
and the judgment about him is...
He told me he hated it, and then a week later his back started. His buddies from work don't even come by anymore. They think he's a malingerer. And Ma, all she can talk about are her bunions.
I checked out the next Horatio Hornblower for him. I was right. There is only one book about Moby Dick.
Him with the books.
What is it?
What is this really about? So much is about meeting with Matt and really being clear about what the themes are. For me, that's where I start with everything, because so much, I think, in this particular series, it's all about subtext. People might be saying and doing one thing, but what's really going on deeply could be a whole nother story. And then for me, it's because I come from being a modern dance choreographer, it's actually going to the sets and walking around and making choices of where things can happen. Now, one always hopes that, when the actors actually come in, that fabulous accidents happen. But you always want to come in, especially with a tight schedule, to be very prepared. But really knowing what the scene's about. And also because, January and John and everyone knows their character so well. It's really knowing what the scene is about and what's really going on. This whole scene is totally about subtext. I mean, Colin Hanks is trying to, get Peggy involved so that she'll feel comfortable to talk to him because he knows there's something that's not being said. So it's all about what's not being said. She's being guilted into doing something she doesn't want to do anyway.
Talk to your boss. I really would like the kids to show up.
He's ready to see you, Father.
It's kind of the theme for the time, too, is the unspoken truth, not saying what you're actually feeling and hiding everything.
And the power that the priests had in a family, too. If a priest comes to visit, oh my goodness, everyone hops too.
the switchboard lit up like a Christmas tree.
I didn't hear. You're the head of the television department, so I know you can't.
So, of course, Harry's head of the television department. The department only contains himself. So every time they say, you know, he's head of the TV department, there's nobody else.
Russian spy who was referred to as an
I love all the ducks in Duck's office.
Totally.
Right.
the amazing.
Highly symbolic.
Really.
Well, the fact that the Maytag people are so upset about a story about communist agitators right up against their
Aware that a client will take any excuse not
commercial up against the TV show about this is
or I'll gut it.
Yes, sir. I'll get to the bottom of this.
fantastic.
Hey, Harry, what's the name of that place we went to with the wallpaper and the kebabs?
I don't remember. Can one of you help me read TV scripts?
For money?
I don't think so.
And this is the beginning of
Nobody.
this whole storyline in this episode, which I think ends in such an extraordinary way of now Harry, who's the sole person in the TV department, has to read all these scripts to be sure that there's nothing out of place with what commercials will butt up against shows.
You need someone to lay down on the barbed wire so you can run over them. Heineken was pleased but confused.
The fact that you don't use their product?
That's why I brought Campbell.
So what's the problem?
They're set on competing at the tap.
Every time I start to watch a show again, even after directing it and knowing the material so well, I totally get wrapped up in the watching of the show.
Excited about Heineken being imported? For women entertaining in the home, Holland is Paris. They can buy this sophisticated beer and proudly walk it into the kitchen instead of hiding it in the garage.
I'm just telling you, I
I'm always constantly looking at what I could have done better or more, you know, that's constant. But
Go up and down the
I look at this and the material is so powerful and the performances and
away from
the world created that I forget that. This is probably the one show that I look at and I start to go into the story again rather than the woulda, shoulda, couldas.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Usually when I watch myself, I always think about what I could have done better, what I should have done. But this is one of the few characters that I've played that I just see her.
Roger, he seemed to think it was important.
That's an amazing thing, actually, January.
It's been incredible.
Yeah, because that you're so much that character that you can separate from the actress and see just what's there.
Well, like you see here in this scene, I think that in the season 2, Betty's really come out of her. You know, she's not imploding anymore. She's exploding. I mean, this chair,
Yeah.
it's got a wiggle, so she's gonna smack it. I mean, she's obviously very angry, but you see her. And this scene was very interesting to shoot. The chair either broke to pieces or it wouldn't break at all. It was hard to get the perfect.
And you look at the scene, of course, you don't think about that at all. It works incredibly, but in the shooting of it, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it was so rigged that the whole chair would explode, like just a little tap, you know.
I love that she cleans it up. She
Yes.
breaks it and then cleans it up.
And that the kids just sit there and watch. Actually, I think this particular incident was based on something that Matt saw his mother do.
It
Isn't
was
that
Robin
correct?
Veith.
Oh, it was Robin. You're
Yeah.
right. It was the writer. It was the writer whose mother did this, and she watched. You know, just smashed a chair.
Great. Mitch says you want to expand your department. Looks pretty big already.
It feels like so many things are out of people's, you know, whether it's Robin, the writer, or Matt, out of people's memories of their youth.
Something a little odd or crazy.
Where they can't speak about it, they don't even know what it is, but it comes out in some physical action.
Full up. Who's going to pay this person? You?
The money we save avoiding surprises will make it worthwhile.
You smoke, Crane?
Sometimes.
How do I know you're not just gold bricking? Because that's what Mitch thinks.
I love that they bring up, you know, Roger brings up Mitch all the time. No one has ever seen Mitch. You know, Mitch is just this guy that,
I don't think Mitch has been very happy with my recent promotion.
Are you?
Yes, of course.
Figure out a way to do the job yourself.
I also love that Harry is the head of the TV department, but he has to share an office with this guy, with Warren.
To Mitch.
Peggy Olson's office.
May I speak with Miss Olson? This is Father John Gill calling.
Peggy Olson speaking.
Hello, Peggy. This is Father John Gill.
The fact that she does this with the priest is,
Get the flyer.
I mean, the fact that she never wanted to get involved with this to begin with, she was guilted into doing this and now is being questioned.
What do you mean, whatever this is?
Well, there's been some discussion.
Don't you like it?
The CYO committee is curious about a night to remember.
What's the problem?
They feel it sends the wrong message to the girls.
It's wholesome and romantic.
And also, in this scene, basically, Peggy is being Dawn. Peggy is being the creative director. This is not supposed to happen. He's supposed to be the account guy.
Right,
and
she's selling this too, and frustrated that he's not buying it.
right, and that he should have protected her with all the women who are complaining. I mean, it's just absolutely playing out what goes on in the office.
Unlike some deodorants, Fresh doesn't promise you eternal romance. All
Mr.
Fresh
Crane?
does is keep you fresh.
May I be of some assistance?
When you think of it,
I'm sorry. What?
I received a memo from Mr. Sterling's office saying that you needed a girl to help you with your workload.
No, that's not exactly what I asked for.
Well, I don't know what you had in mind, but we are spread very thin.
Hello, Joan.
Hello, Warren.
You look great today.
Thank you, Warren.
I need someone to run our commercial scripts past the networks for approval.
This
Can't you just use
storyline,
Messenger?
No.
because she ends up being so great at this job, and feels amazing about her work, I think is just so encapsulates what was going on for women at that time, is that, it
And what are they looking for?
she was so good at what she did and she had such a sense of fulfillment about it, and yet isn't even considered for that position. I think is so illustrates what was going on in that particular time.
And there's Maytag in there. They're very sensitive to communism.
Why can't I do that?
Because you already have a job.
No, I mean talk to her like that. She's so much woman.
That's one of the I love that particular line, and his totally simple reading of it. Oh my God, this.
The dress.
I know.
The sad clown dress, as we called it.
And the matching apron.
That really serves no purpose at all. Just looks pretty.
This Janie Bryant is so amazing, but this dress was the absolute perfect choice for what happens in this story, since January wears it for the rest of the show.
Graceful. She is adorable. They're doing Winnie the Pooh this year. She's going to be Piglet. It's all very professional looking.
Cheryl's 14. She won't even waltz on my feet anymore.
Ours is engaged.
Enjoy it while you can.
Crab, can I get you another one of those?
Like the song says, I'd be a fool to say no.
Roger?
Ladies first.
This one was great.
Yes.
Bedtime. Say goodbye to everybody.
Well, playing the lush.
Yeah, it's hard to play a convincing drunk.
Right.
Believe it or not.
Hello.
Without overdoing it.
Hello, Mrs. Draper.
Betty. These are beautiful.
I'm sorry I'm late. My date canceled.
Oh, you should have called. I might have been able to replace her. Carla, would you please put these on?
Well, also the subtle when Duck comes in and he's late, and the table is not set properly because
It's an odd number now that
Yes.
he's a little irritated. I think she's got a short fuse right now.
yeah.
And I think a lot of audience members were upset that it took so long for the confrontation with Dawn to happen. But I think it's realistic, and I think that
Sorry I'm late.
if it didn't keep building up like it did, she could have kept it
That's right.
inside forever.
Yeah.
Or would have liked to.
And if nothing embarrassing had happened, people hadn't have found out, then it could have gone on much longer. It's what is that straw that breaks the camel's back? That
Crab, duck? Duck, crab.
That line, duck, crab, duck, is somehow John Slattery. Matt always gives John Slattery one of those
The tongue
lines
twister thing.
that are just, and everyone waits for the read, to read through and have whatever that line is going to be that is unsayable.
He's just the most amazing comic delivery.
Largemont for race week.
We should get a vote.
And that also no one responds to those lines. It's just always very,
Pocket. The slip and the dry dock and the yacht club.
Speaking of which, Don, are you and Bets joining Willow Oaks or not? We're lonely.
If you wish, you can leave your drinks here and join us in the dining room.
Terrific.
Just love that Betty's being the perfect hostess.
yes.
She's kind of playing the part.
And that's the role that she knows so well.
Well,
She
yeah, this
knows-
is her element.
Yeah.
How did that get there?
We're going to take a little trip around the world, starting in Spain with gazpacho, followed by Japan.
You should really take so much pride in this, you know?
County for a leg of lamb. Mint julep.
That Betty's done the absolutely perfect hostess, perfect dinner.
And we have a choice of
And then when
from France.
the Heineken thing comes up, it just takes it all away for her.
Yes. Yeah.
No. Oh, please, Draper.
Or also, again, that she might be the butt of a
A
joke,
butt of a joke,
and
yeah.
not being part included in what it is. Because it seems when Don includes her, then there's a sense of self-worth and connection. And when he doesn't, when she's outside of it, it's,
What's so funny?
I mean, that look, January.
This is someone who knows their stuff.
Heineken is one of our clients.
He said you were the market, and you are.
Oh, that is funny.
Incredible.
What an interesting experiment.
I have to sit down.
Oh, please do. Now who wants wine?
And that everyone knows something she doesn't. I think that moment between you and Talia
Yeah.
of like, okay, I've been there too. I know
Right.
what that's about.
Soup is
And she continues on. You know,
Well, of course, she can't show anyone that she's
Right.
embarrassed.
And their idyllic country home, and to new friends.
Here, here.
this was, I have to say, this was all day. I mean, those, didn't we do those on the same day? The living room?
Yeah, I mean those round table scenes where there's so many different people, so many different, so many
Pieces.
different
Yeah.
coverages.
It's time consuming because of that, because
And also, Betty was walking around the table, so you got to get the timing right.
Maybe they're doing a box.
I love the three women, or the two women and the man that are in this scene. I mean, look at this woman.
When the boys hear that the girls are going.
And again, this is a perfect ad. We could be in Sterling Cooper here. You know, Peggy is Don, is the creative, and Father Gill should be the account man who is standing up for what she's done creatively, and he sells her down the river.
What do you want, 2 flyers?
No, we don't have to throw this one away, but maybe we...
This woman who came in, who's so amazing, she was like 6 feet tall. So the combination of these two women sitting together and how Janie put this like lavender
Thank
hat.
you very much. I'll see what I can do.
You're such a doll.
Can I speak to you a minute?
Oh, Father, I wanted to talk to you, too.
We can speak tomorrow. I thank you all for your generosity and your time.
Peggy can't wait to have this conversation with him.
Father, I don't mind working, but this is completely unnecessary.
Well, I don't understand.
Did you agree with them?
The dancers could be farther apart, but you were very persuasive.
You don't have to agree with them. In
And the fact that he
you're not
doesn't
supposed
own up to
You asked me to do this based on my
to
expertise.
selling her down the river. He's trying to present both sides against the middle.
Tell them that they should trust me. That's your job.
He's trying to get her involved, and she doesn't want to be involved.
I'm sorry.
Because she didn't want to do it to begin with. She felt like she was roped into it. She's the professional. She did what she thought was a great job, and the fact that that's being questioned just opens up another can of worms. And I think that she doesn't want to face the fact that she's been carrying this burden around with her. So
Peggy. I really am glad you're here.
Me too.
I love that this is the first time you see Joan in
You gonna set the table?
casual clothes and her
We came back so fast.
And that she's,
home.
yeah.
So fabulous.
And even the color of this apartment,
Matches
is
her
just-
hair.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. Is it possible for someone to come out of a coma and have no recollection of who they are?
What a great line that is.
Come out of comas much.
Really? So it's also probably ridiculous they would have an accent they didn't have beforehand?
Yes.
Well, it must have happened to somebody. I mean, they wouldn't make...
So the fact that she loves reading these scripts
Makes a good story.
and is excited about it and has ideas, I mean, this whole scene, sets up what's about to happen with her.
I didn't know you were such a reader.
It's part of my job.
Sort of reminiscent of the scene on first season when Betty decides to be a model and she takes so much pride in it
Yes.
and gets so excited about it and then it's taken away.
You should be looking for a house.
That's really similar. It's like you find your sense of self again and something that you're good
A
at.
sense of purpose. And
Yeah.
then
And then the world doesn't allow that to happen. It's not just about the individual. It's so much deeper than that. I love, of course, the fact that she's serving him and that
well, it's a much softer side and she's, instead of being the boss, the manager, she's the one that's being the little happy housewife.
A glass of water, huh?
well, so they're both eating, and he asks her to get a glass of water instead of he doesn't get up to get it himself.
Carla, why don't you go home? We can do all this in the morning.
That jam will set. Let me at least put the dishes in the basement.
That's a good idea.
Now this scene is
I mean, she's just waiting to rip into Don here.
Call Lisa to pick me up.
It's okay. We had a long day. Thank you.
again such a great example of what's not being said. It's just
Good night, Mr. Draper.
Good night, Carla.
It was a great success.
Now, I remember when we were shooting this, that the schedule was such that we were supposed to be shooting this at the end of the day, this most important scene.
It got cut in half.
Yes, yeah. Which,
What are you talking about?
You embarrassed me.
there we go. You embarrassed me.
What did I do?
You knew I would buy that beer.
So what?
Because you know me so well.
This is one of my favorite scenes.
You know everything about me.
That's.
Yeah.
I use our life all the time in my work. They pay me for that.
And then you laughed. You all laughed. Must be so funny being in on it.
Come on.
Does that feel like that wraps up so much about who she is?
You embarrassed me.
Well, it's all about the facade for her and how she's presented or how people see her. And she's finally telling Don how she feels about it.
Because nobody knows.
No one is going to remember that. You know what they're going to remember?
And she's not talking about the beer.
Right.
Come on, leave this. You're tired. Let's go upstairs.
Also, I feel like this is how real people behave.
Not until you tell
Rather
me
than
I'm humiliating me.
theater or film, it's like you don't talk about what it is that's really going on. You come at it from different angles to all build up to that. I mean,
Right.
Damn it, Don, I know you're having an affair. You and Bobby Barrett.
What?
How could you? She's so old.
especially then the fact that how could you and your heart hurts
Yeah, if you're going to embarrass me, at least do it with...
a young hot babe.
Yeah.
Fine, Bets.
But that really means something to Betty, that
Yes.
superficial appearance thing.
And the fact that he bullies her, that Don bullies her and says, how could you? Okay, go on, tell me what you know.
Told me everything.
Oh, please. What the hell did he say?
I think is one of those, that's what people do. You know, the truth comes out and you attack instead of,
Don't pretend I don't know how he looks at you.
and accusing you of flirting with,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
And it might have worked at another point,
Yeah.
but Betty knows now. So.
And you are.
You think I would sleep with that woman?
You can't help yourself. Admit it.
There's nothing to admit.
You're lying.
I'm going to bed.
I remember this episode, these scenes with Don and Betty, and that scene there, she's saying, admit it, you're lying, and he never says it. I mean, I don't know if he ever really ever says it, admits to it, but just doing those scenes with John and I kind of would step out of the moment as an audience member and just be so pissed.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It killed me. It hurts to watch this
Yeah.
because of that. And even that moment where she comes to look at him and he knows she's there. And then, Betty goes away and it goes back to him and his eyes are open. Like, he knows that,
Mhm.
I mean, and then getting in bed with your daughter,
Mhm.
because there's some sort of safety there. And this image of you sitting there in that dress,
Morning, Daddy.
and it's like the perfect family, but so not.
I know, and he's
Yeah.
such a jerk. He's so blasé right now.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everything will go back to normal, because it
Right.
does. It usually does.
It usually does, yeah.
Okay.
But to me, something about the picture looking so perfect. I mean, what could be a more, except she's Betty's in her dress.
She's
from last-
gradually looking a little haggard.
I mean, I think that's, to me, what's so powerful about this episode is all the stories, now that things are coming to a head, that you can't get away from the truth in some way.
Are we all better now?
Yes. Process.
Okay, this scene, we were shooting this scene when the Emmy nominations were announced, and literally there were 150 people on the set. And these two guys, these poor guys who've come in for this, short scene, are what everyone is now watching. Because and there's champagne coming out, and people laughing and partying and hugging, and these two guys still have to do the scene, and they did a great job. I mean, but it
Oh, I
was.
didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Can you imagine this scene also? I mean, all of this whole buildup of this story of finding the truth.
I got a very strong reaction from my grandmother, actually, who, when watching this, she said she had to take a quote-unquote nerve pill because with my grandfather, I did the exact same thing.
Wow.
Smelling the clothes, digging for any evidence.
That's really powerful.
And it
'cause
just brought her back to that whole feeling.
and also how bad you feel doing it,
Mhm.
but you have to know the truth. I mean, better to know the truth
Well, you
than
go a
not.
little bit insane.
Yeah. But how powerful that your own grandmother looked at this and just went,
Mhm. Well, it is a bit of women's intuition when you know something.
Right. And I think that's even worse when you know it in your bones, you know it, and the person won't validate it, so you feel like you're crazy. And all of this going through, all the papers, all the stuff, and there's,
Valentine.
and how you throw the
Advertising.
Valentine. Yeah. But there's nothing. There's never anything that's solid.
Gentlemen.
Phil, good to see you as always.
Francis. Can we get you something? We've got a fridge full of Heineken out there.
Oh, it's 11 a.m. for Pete's sake.
And the
For
fact
Pete's
that,
sake.
Yeah, this guy was great. The fact that this story about Heineken so feeds into what's going on between Don and Betty.
We explained to you before that research shows that with a rise in commuters and the relative scarcity of suburban bars, people are drinking more in the home.
Yes, we heard you. Entertaining, housewives, etc. We're not against it. We just think our money would be spent better elsewhere.
And honestly, I agree with you, but, well, we ran a little test, and the results were very enlightening. Don?
We targeted a few wealthy suburban markets with woman-friendly end-aisle displays.
Was there a spike?
The sample was very small.
I think a lot of fans were really rooting for Betty in this episode, and by the end of the episode, we're kind of feeling very triumphant for her. As much as people like the character of Dawn, they really felt like she'd finally
Stood up.
for herself, and Betty becomes more likable for that reason.
Absolutely. And in this scene, when Duck is selling who Betty is and the perfect wife, and she went out and without knowing set up this most amazing dinner around the world, and then Don just set him to sit there and sit in it when knowing that they've just had this thing the night before. Because it's all about appearances, this perfect family, and he can't even sell it. Normally Don can jump in there and sell anything that he won't speak. He lets Duck do the selling.
No, but it's what I've been pushing for.
The thing, I have gotten a lot of response when I've talked to women about this particular episode, because it's so much about all the women, with, starting first with Betty's story and finally, standing up to Don and actually, having him, asking him to leave the house, to Joan's story about being so great at this job and not being offered the job. Some punky kid is offered the job. And it seems to affect particularly women because it's the kind of sexism that you can't even explain. It's so beneath just, it's so underneath because it was ingrained in society.
I've been reading the scripts, and I just have to say, as the world turns, it's about to become unmissable. I don't want to give it away, but someone people think is dead.
Yeah, the second season was a lot about the women and just seeing how far we've come.
No, not at all. This is what they call a special summer storyline, and I've spoken.
And the fact that Joan is so smart in this scene and really has come up with a very brilliant approach, and everyone admits to it. Even Harry admits to.
And that they let it's wasted talent, then they don't mind that.
Right.
It's frustrating.
I think you'll be pleased.
That's why I didn't want to do this on the phone.
And the fact this whole thing that she finds, this summer storyline, is all about women.
Let me walk you out.
Just the whole body posture that you're in there, January.
Are you okay, Mommy?
I'm okay, sweetheart. I'm just not feeling very well.
Do you want some aspirin?
No, Sal. I'm just gonna rest a little bit, okay? Go play with your brother.
Okay.
Shit.
And also, what is it that the kids pick up on in terms of what's going on?
Well, I'm sure the kids pick up on a lot of things, but she's a little self-involved at the moment.
Yeah.
And you can't say that Betty would ever win Mother of the Year. So
No.
it's
No.
not like...
Crane, thanks for squeezing me in.
You said 4:30.
Hell, it's only 4:30.
Sorry about that.
Listen, I'll be brief since it appears I'm on my way out. I've received a lot of unsolicited phone calls. Simply put, the customers are satisfied. And so is the accounting department. Keep up.
So Joan, again, has done a great job. They're thrilled with her work.
Right, that's true, isn't it? Why don't we get those secretaries back to their regular jobs?
It's just John Holloway, actually.
So her attentions are divided at best. Make it a full-time position, $150 a week, and he has to share an office.
Sounds perfect.
So it's really up to Roger there. He could have said, let's keep Joan on it.
Yes. Or Harry could have said, Joan's doing an unbelievable job. Why are we changing? But the fact that they don't even think to consider her for this position, that people are actually calling to say how great she's doing, it just sums up everything about the Times to me.
Where are the kids?
Bed.
Look at this position. I mean, just...
What happened here?
Nothing. Nothing happened here. I went through every pocket and every drawer. And there's nothing.
Would you stop? How much have you had to drink?
I don't even know why I bothered looking.
He's still being the bully.
All I found were stacks of cocktail napkins with stupid advertising on them.
What are you doing, Bets?
I would never do this to you.
Ugh.
How could you do this to me?
And he's still denying it. It makes me so
I
mad.
didn't do anything.
And it feels like Dawn expects to walk in and have everything be okay. Dinner on the table, the kids there. It's like it was a momentary.
Well, I think he's irritated that it's still going on because,
Right.
you know.
And he absolutely can't own up. But
Well, for a
especially when-
person who lives his life in lies. I think this scene is my favorite.
Also, the being in the robe with no
Done.
makeup, with
It's
wet
like a fresh
hair.
start.
Yes,
Her attempt at a fresh start.
and that you've come to him to have this conversation.
I don't want it to be like this.
Me either.
I don't know what to do. Don't.
It's odd with this relationship like that. There is a way with whatever he does. There's a way. I want her to kick him out, and yet I don't want her to kick him out. It's very complicated.
Yes, I do.
I believe him right here.
I believe him too.
I say it all the time.
No, you don't.
And I believe her.
Do you hate me?
Oh, God, no. I love you, Bets. I do. And I love the children. I don't want to lose all this.
And that's all she's been waiting to hear. So that's enough.
And it feels like at this point, they will find a way to get back together. That that this will work out at this particular point.
Well, if he won't admit,
Right.
what else can she do?
It's Madison Avenue.
She's very prideful in this, her environment, and he's on her turf. I like this.
I don't know. Makes a lot of sense. She's an undercover nun.
So,
And I think there's definitely pride in Betty taking Father Gill through the office.
Peggy, yeah.
Peggy, did I? Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, Joan.
You wanted to see me?
Joan, this is Danny Lindstrom.
Dan.
So this is her replacement.
He's going to be in charge of broadcast operations.
Excuse me?
I really appreciated you filling in. I couldn't have asked for more. Joan knows everything about this.
Well, that makes one of us.
And especially this punky kid who
Knows nothing.
knows nothing. She's going to have to train him.
She's so good right here. So bad in the eyes.
No, not at all. It's really just reading the scripts. All of them. And looking through the storylines to see if there's any possible benefits to our clients.
And the fact she just powers through this.
Mm-hmm. And of course, getting the cooperation of the networks.
That's pretty much what I said.
Not exactly. Listen, you're going to be around to help with the details, right?
Yes, of course. Anything else?
No, Joan. And thank you again.
And the fact that Harry is so sincere in his thanks. That
He doesn't even know that she's.
feeling terrible.
That's another great thing about the show, too, that the audience is in on it.
Right. Because we're looking back with this perspective.
If you set the number.
You know, don't think we don't know how lucky we are having you do this for us.
Thank you. It's nice to be included.
When we were blocking this scene, the idea that even though we're sitting in her office with this fancy new Xerox machine, which is the size of a room, that it's almost like they're in confessional together. You know, her office is so small that they have to sit in this kind of relationship, like it would be in a confessional. And that's what he wants, is to get her to talk anyway.
No.
God already knows whatever it is, Peggy.
Well, then I don't need to talk.
Well, I'm here, right now.
Father, don't take this the wrong way, but I don't think you'd understand.
God is bigger than what we were raised on.
Father, you don't have to live life like the rest of us.
Yeah, I think if this relationship became romantic, it would be a bit odd and unexplainable.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the fact that he sees something in her that, and it's true, needs to come out in some way, that something is definitely going on that she can't talk about and even deal with, really.
I know that.
Well, then why are you pushing everyone away?
I'm not.
There is no sin too great to bring to God. You can reconcile yourself with him and have a whole new start. You're a smart, beautiful young girl. You have so much to offer.
I mean, at this point, she must be wondering how he knows that she needs to confess something, or that she even has anything to confess.
I'm sure that that's true. Like, how does he see? How does he know this? Where, is it intuition? What's the...
Your copies are done.
Thank God the copies are done. So she doesn't have to sit there anymore. And he absolutely doesn't know how to get to her.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Peggy. I'll see you on Sunday?
Yes, of course.
Here you see Betty preparing the roast. Everything's back to normal.
And because of that last scene of the two of them together where he really does say, I love you, I love our family, it's all back to normal again. And I love the fact that how chance and circumstance works. If she hadn't sat down and turned on the TV...
At this moment, she wouldn't have seen that this was going to be thrown in her face.
And I, just ironically, that was the first episode, that commercial I shot in episode 3, The Benefactor.
Take her from the nuts. Nuts are better than nuts.
And that look on your face, January, of like...
Well, it's not just going to go away for her.
Right.
I think she realizes that.
No matter what he says right now, there's nothing... And he still hasn't admitted to doing anything.
But that's a strong, I think that's the strongest you've ever seen Betty.
Yes.
Hello?
Don't come home.
What?
I don't care what you do, I just don't want you here.
Betty.
Don? I don't want to see you.
And I love that you just go back to preparing dinner. After the strength of telling him not to come home.
It has to be a huge relief, I think, for her. I mean, she's upset, she's mad, she's sad, but...
Never expected her to do it, ever. This was actually written in the script, that Matt had this image of her pulling down, you know, her bra straps and really indented. And it's just the weight of the world on her, on Joan's shoulders of...
And the baptism.
Yeah.
Here. It's so smart.
Now, this scene was the last scene that I shot in this episode. And we were on this tiny little stage that had like no air conditioning, and everyone was just could barely breathe. It was so small and hot and stuffy in here. And when Colin sat down to do this song, it literally, I mean, everyone was just there with their mouths, jaws dropped, because somehow that it was so heartfelt and moving, and in that first take we were all just blown away listening to him do this.
Early in the morning, about the break of day, I ask the Lord, help me find the way to the promised land.
And this particular song,
Needs a helping hand, I ask the Lord to help me, please find a way. When new days are dawning, I bow my head in prayer.
And the fact that Don is back at his office, he has nowhere to go.
Lead me there. Won't you guide me safely to the golden stair? Won't you let this body your burden share? I pray to the Lord, won't you lead me, please?
And just leaving Don sitting there in the break room with the Heineken, which started this whole story off with Betty.
It's a full circle.
Comes full circle. And the empty office, you know, but that's where he's home in some odd way. It's amazing to sit here and watch this with you, especially because of what goes on
I
for
always
Betty.
learn something new. It's fun. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
When the judgment comes, find the world in shame. When the trumpet blows, won't you call my name? Won't you call my name? When the judgment comes, find the world in shame. When the trumpet blows, won't you call my name? Won't you call my name? When the thunder rolls and the heavens rain. When the sun turns black, never shine again. Never shine again when the trumpet blows.